everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working on our Dephemerember journal. So we are on prompt number 22. Y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. We'll get started on this in just a few minutes. Let's find you on my device here so I can pull up the chat. This is live at the moment. It may not be when you're watching it, it just depends. It's not showing yet. Hold on. Okay, there's my phone. Hey, Dawn. All right, but if you're watching it later on either YouTube or Facebook, it may be a replay. So if I'm chatting back and forth with people and it doesn't make sense, that's why. It's just not live anymore. But right now we are, if I can get this guy pulled up. All right, there we go. I think I got it. Hopefully it won't freeze. So we are working on our prompts. We are on number 22, which is a free prompt today. So Dephemerember, for anybody who's new, is a collaboration with Luise Heinzl and Barbara with 49 Dragonflies, and they do this during December every year, at least for the last 3 years. And they have prompts, and everybody follows along, and you can participate in it if you like. So that's what we're doing. I have done a few. The ones that are checked are the ones that I have done. And right now we are on prompt 22, which is a free prompt, which means we get to pick a prompt. So I have like a little pile of prompts that I picked from. So we'll pick those live in just a second and see what we get. So that's what we're going to do. Y'all come in and just you can ask questions as we're live and stuff. And I will answer as best as I can. Okay, guys, so let's have fun with this. I am going to pull the camera up top so that I can see everybody's chat and we can see the project better. Make sure we're in focus. Okay, I think it's in focus. Oh, okay. Whew. I've had one of those weeks, I swear. Between hospital visits and doctors and emergency appendectomies and all these things that are going on in our life, it's been a crazy last few days. But everybody's okay. Surgery was good. Family member made it through just fine. And hopefully things can get back to normal for the holidays. That would be awesome. Hey, Angela. All right, so here's our journal. And this is Effie. Effie is the little mascot that Luise and Barbara created to go along with this. And I made a little stuffed version of him so that he can, you know, give us inspiration and cheer us on during our projects. So you will see him throughout here if you're new. That's why he's there. Hey, Lori. So these are the things we've done so far. Like I said, I've done a few prompts that were my own. Tea bags and stamps was my own, and that's what we did here. This is a tea bag with some things on it. All of these are available on replay on both YouTube and Facebook. This is Halloween Meets Christmas. And this is Magical Creatures. It's a little tea party with some fairies. This little window opens. And this was my prompt. It was zipper, key, and secret pocket, which is there. And the zipper opens and reveals this angel. And this is just a belly band. There's nothing in it right now. I might throw something in it later. Let's see. This one was plaid and polka dots. And we have a shaker card. And the last one we did was Recycled Fairy. And she is made all from recycled packaging and things like that. Things that I would normally throw in the trash. And tea bags that have been used and put through the printer later. And this is a little card. This was actually a plate that I used to offload some paint on. Actually, I think it was a cracker box. Sometimes I do a plate. This is all magazine. This tree was part of that magazine image. And under the tree is a recycled pharmacy bag, which I thought turned out cool because you can't see it, but do you see the wrinkles? Can you guys see that? Because the bag is under there, it makes it look more like bark because it kind of is wrinkly, which I kind of like. So here's our page. We are on the center spread. So hopefully whatever I pick will work there, and if not, I might switch to the next one, but we'll see. But that is the page we are on. All right, Effie, you ready? We're going to pick a couple of prompts here. I usually pick 3. Now, I have whatever's left in here from the prompts that I wrote out at the beginning. So I can get them separated. So what is left in this pile is specimen card, junk mail window, cardboard grunge, texture tool, frame, metallic paper, 4-legged friend, and favorite insect. That is what is left to pull from. So we're going to pull 3. Hopefully we will get something worthwhile. Something I can work with. That's what always I think worries me the most is, you know, will I have something to do? I hope so. So there's 1. Oh, I don't know. Decisions. 2. And, oh, 3. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's the right ones, and you know, I can work with it. I'm so scared that I'm going to get some weird prompts that just won't work right. So let's see. We have texture. Okay, I can work with that. Frame. And metallic paper. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's not what I was hoping for, but we'll work with it. All right, Effie, what do you think? You think I can do something with that? I know I have some frames. The frames I'm not worried about. Texture and metallic paper? I don't know. All right. So, frames. What do I have in frames? Man, I was hoping I'd get specimen card. I want to do a specimen card. All right. So, I have these frames. These are Tim Holtz. So, I have a lot of these. So, we could probably use one of these. These are Christmassy, which is fine. And then I also have these frames. These are the window frames. And then I have a couple of ones from some other sets. So there's a lot of frames in here. I'll probably use one of these, or maybe a couple of these. They actually work well with this color, so that's nice. That blends very nicely. So I can see this working. Let's see. I want to do big or little, or a mixture. I could do one big one and maybe 2 little ones. I'm trying to pick the ones that have that color in them somewhere. Let's see, so I like that one. Yeah, I think that's good. So maybe those frames. All right. Yeah, we'll do specimen cards. I plan to do a botanical journal coming up soon. So we will definitely have some specimen cards coming up. So if that doesn't happen to be a pull, that's fine. I think this might have been my last pull. I'm not sure. Was there any more free prompts that I was going to be able to do? I don't think so. Yeah, this is the last one. The only other thing I might do would be spaghetti box. I'm not going to be here Christmas, obviously, and I won't be here Christmas Eve, I don't think. Yeah, it's just too hard. So I'm probably just going to do spaghetti box window. Will probably be the last one I'll do on their list. So we're almost done with what we were going to do. Not that I can't just continue on and fill out whatever pages are left, but I don't know. Might save it just to put stuff in. All right, I had some metallic paper, I know. Let me see if I can find it. So I had this, a couple of metallic papers. So I have, and these are mostly candy wrappers and such. That's some lint. This one was a candy bar, I think. And then I have that, which was also a candy bar. So those gold versions are from chocolates. And then I have a silver one. Let's see, where did I put the silver one? Oh, there it is. So I have the silver piece from some packaging. I don't know what it was. I'm sure it was like the back of something. Some sort of packaging. So I've got silver and gold metallics. So we'll figure out something to make this work. What was the other thing? Texture. All right, texture. Well, at least there's some thread on these. So there's some texture. So that's good. But now we have to figure out some more texture. Let's see. I don't know that I want to use any texture paste just because it's so hard to dry during the live. I may do a little bit of cardboard or something. I don't know. We may end up using more prompts because I just happen to be, like, I have cardboard grunge in there, which I could use some parts of cardboard for texture. Different threads. I just have to decide what I want to put in these. It's like maybe I will end up making them like specimen cards just because. Since I'm not going to pull from this prompt anymore, I might just do that. We may end up using a bunch of prompts. I could be using favorite insect and specimen card and texture and metallic paper and frame. Could use them all. Just use them all, since how we don't have any left to pull. All right, let's see. I had that cardboard pieces for texture too that I had from the prompt the other day. I got lots of fabrics, acetates, things like that. I don't know if acetate falls into texture, but we could use texture on the background of the page or something. Don't think that works. Debating if I want to pull up materials or not. Maybe not. I'm kind of peeking through my little box and seeing if there's anything that jumps out and says, hey, use me. I don't know what I'm going to put in them. Other than specimen cards, I never know what to put in frames. I just don't. I suppose you could put just about anything. What do we have in here? Postcards. More of that paper. Colors still don't quite look right. Maybe. Those are so thick. I don't know if I'll use them because they're so thick. They are cool, but they're very thick. I assume you can see. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything there. I know I had some pieces of cardboard floating through here just in case I needed it. So I'm just gonna kind of pull out a few things and then I'll decide what I want to do exactly. Stickers. Hey, Deborah. That's background. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. This is stickers in case we need insects. I know there's at least insects in those too. Okay. What do we got in here for texture? Anything? I haven't made these in a while. I need to make some more. I think I used most of them. And we could make a card and a pocket. I have to decide which I want to do. Kind of like the idea of just sticking them on the page. What is in here? I have cheesecloth and things like that I could use. I have lots of faux rice paper floating around. So I know I have that. What's in here? These are printed stamps on paper with, some of it has a glue base on it so it's stiff and some of it doesn't. I think most of these do. B. Dreams. Lots of dreams. Some insects. Some of these stamps didn't do great. And these are all soft. Okay. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. It's definitely texture. So that's what I'm looking at. Or I could stencil some texture and try to dry it, which I might do. Drying's just, you know, a little bit challenging. Some of these things, I don't know what they are. I make things and they're tag bases. Right, those are all tag bases. Sometimes I write on the envelope and sometimes get in there. I forget to. Really seeing too much. Those are just strips of stuff for bases. More tag bases. Okay. I know I have a package of these somewhere. I have a live on how to do them, but I haven't done them in, gosh, it's probably been 2 years. I feel like it's been 2 years. Time has been flying, guys. All right, let's see. A tea bag. We just use a tea bag. This is all of the Luise, Heinzl, and Barbara's freebies I have left. This is Christmas stuff. Tim Holtz, Christmas stuff. A couple of snippets, words. Christmas stuff. Oh, that's more of their freebie stuff. Hold up. I know I have a package of these. I just don't know where it is. They're pretty. I might try to use them. There's a lot of texture to them because there's fabric and paper and a brad. They do have a lot. Oh, is this them? I think this is them. Ouch. Tripping on my stool. Sorry, just mean to bump y'all. Let's see what kind of colors we got in here. Most of these aren't put together. They're just cut. terrible color. Well, I could try putting one together. I think I have enough fabric and stuff. I don't remember how to fold them without my instruction sheet. I had a cheat sheet for the fold, but basically they start out with a square, I believe, and then you fold it. So I get this folded like that. And then, see, something like that, and then it's cut, basically. Like I said, I probably have the instructions somewhere. I just have to find them. All right, so maybe we'll use some of these. I do like that one. I don't know. Let's see. So there's some textures. I'm not sure about this fabric. Probably not. And of course, we have ribbons and things like that. So how do I put metallic and everything into this? Whew. I guess if I could do the metallic for sure if I did some more of these and made some folds and cut it. And cut it out of that. That would be cool for layering with this, I think. I was thinking I could just use them as background to this. I don't think I want to try to put them in the frame. I could. I don't know. Hey, Dorothy. I am at a loss, guys. Oh, I lost that stream. All right. First, let me see if I can find my instructions for folding, because I don't know if I can figure it out on my own. And then if not, I could do typical specimen, because I have lots of. I know this set of stickers has quite a few, both mushrooms and butterflies and things that would work in a typical specimen card. But like I said, I am going to do a botanical one later, I promise, because I've been really wanting to. And then this one has a few of, different types of flowers and butterflies and things that could be used as well. So I have a couple of options for that. And it would be crazy to try to use all of those. I don't think I could get four-legged friends in there. That would be pushing it. If I tried to use all of my prompts that are left, I don't think I could. All right, let's see. Instructions. Patterns, instructions. All right, do y'all think I have it? Maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I have it somewhere. Let's see. That's the house. Let's fold out. I think it's this. Yep, that's the one. All right. Let's try to make some metallic pieces out of it. Okay. So, let's see. That one starts with a square, ends up like this, so it's this one. This one starts with a square, ends up like this. They all start with squares. And this one does the leaf, which is, do I have one that's already done? Maybe. I know I have one inside a, here's one that's already done. So it ends up like that. All right, so that's what we'll do. We'll try to, maybe I'll just frame them. They could be pretty. I mean, it's, kind of want to make a tag somehow, but I can't. These are raised, so they definitely wouldn't make a tag. It's like I'd rather it be somewhat interactive, like with a pocket or something. How can I do that? It's definitely too thick, so this would have to be just on the outside of the item. I don't know if I could do both. I don't know. I made those pretty big. I don't know if I could make them any smaller. It's hard to fold it and get it smaller. What can I do with these? Let me think. So if I had a backing for it, which could just be regular cardboard, not this, or I could use two, sandwich it. It could be a specimen card, and then do I put it in a little pocket? If I made a pocket, I wonder if I could make a, I'm thinking, I want to find out a way to use something like this, because I can get a lot of texture out of that. I'm the most organized crafter you follow. I try. I really do try. Sometimes, though, sometimes I don't feel organized at all. But I do try. If I don't stay organized, I go a little bit crazy. I don't know. Probably just the OCD. All right, I have some cardboard. I'm trying to debate what to do with the frames. I want to use them. I just got to figure it out. It's like, do I make a tuck or I don't think a belly band, because that would hide too much of it, and I don't want to hide it. I want it to be very visible. So how do I attach it and make it very visible yet interactive? What's on the other side of this page? Nothing on that side. And my fairy stuff on that side. Okay. Could I make it interactive? I'm thinking if I could make it interactive or not. Some way. That's the problem when I come up with these things, you know, from just prompts. I have to really think about it and try to be creative on the spot. Let me think. It'd be nice to be able to take it out and touch it, and you know, and then I could use the two. Don't have to use the two, but I could. Where's the other? Where's that box? I see I lost it already. There it is. Okay. Let's make sure I have one that I want to use on the other side. The big one, if I'm going to do the big one. I could just do all small, but, or maybe not quite as big as I picked. Maybe that's too big. I just don't know if I feel like I want to put something else inside. I'm leaning towards specimen type inside. Maybe it's mushrooms, maybe it's insects. I don't know. But then I want to use these flowers somewhere. So, you know, I don't want to go so big that it's difficult. I think this one, it's a better size, I think. So maybe that size, and then two of these. Do I have two left? That but uses them all if I make it. I could do just plain on the background, on the back side. So I have these for later. I won't use them all. Maybe I will. All right, so I'll do plain on the back side. All right, so I'll use those two, and I'll just cut out this shape. It's easy enough to cut out. It's a square. And then I'll cut out one of these. I kind of like that black in there. It's giving nice contrast. Some aren't as Christmassy as others, and I don't know that I want to go super Christmassy. These aren't quite as Christmassy as, say, the poinsettias. They're wintry still, but not quite as what I would consider Christmassy. Not that it's a bad thing for it to be Christmassy. I'm just trying not to. right, so we'll just cut out the backs, I think. And I can still make it pretty with some sort of scrapbook paper. Okay, so we'll do that. Inside, should I do insects, guys? What do you think? Insects, mushrooms. I have insects, mushrooms, flowers, and what was the other thing? Insects, mushrooms, flowers, leaves. I don't know. Things like that. So I have plenty of options for that. So we definitely, I know how I'm going to do the metallic. So I'll use it for layering. I may not use, this one's really thick, so I may not use that one. I think the gold will be okay because there's enough browns. I think I can get away with it. Yeah, there's enough yellows and browns in there. I should be able to go with the gold. So I'm not worried about that. I don't know if I want to use this one or the lint. They're both substantial, so not so thin that I can't do it. So we'll use one of those. I could do more of this for texture. It adds so much bulk. I think I'll wait on that. I'm not going to use that for texture because it's just too much bulk right now. All right, let's do that. And then we've got our metallic paper, we've got our frame, and we've got, what was the other thing? Texture. Okay, let's figure it out. How can I do these? They got to go in here somehow. I mean, they could just be around it. That's always a possibility. They could just be, you know, to look pretty kind of on the sides or something. I'll try to make some different sizes. That's the hard part. See if I can get smaller. Maybe not as many layers because getting that last one smaller is like, whew, that's hard. But if I do less layers, I can get a little bit smaller. Like if I leave that back layer off, that's a little bit smaller. Could do that. Okay. And then just do specimen inside. All right. That's the plan. What time is it? Whew, wasted a lot of time coming up with my plan. All right. So I got to cut this into squares. I should be, that looks relatively even. See if I can get 4 squares out of this so we can get some metallics. Fold it into 4 pieces and see how square it is. It looks fairly square. So that is about 4 and not quite a half. 4 and not quite a half. Yep, it's fairly square. Okay, so that'll get us 4 pieces. That should be good. And then we'll make these designs somehow. Let me let the kitty out. I already got a couple of these smaller ones from this pile that match, hopefully. All right. Yeah. Paper. I might do a coffee dyed paper for some color. Set these aside. I'm going to try to match, at least pick up on these colors some. So we have a red, a black, lots of greens, some browns, thicket greens, so forth. So it's very thick. Let's get my mic on. Oh no, I'm so bad about that. All right. I'm just going to pick something with some texture, I think. Some of these coffee dyed papers are more texture-like than others. Maybe that piece. I only need really a couple. enough to get 4. I wonder if I can get 4 out of that. I probably can. All right, we'll do 4 out of that. I don't know about that color. I feel like it's a little off. Let's find something else. I bet you, which one was that? Tattered and Worn? I bet you Tattered and Worn has something. Let's see. Let's grab. Oh, it's a big one. Ugh. Sorry. It's very heavy. All right, Tattered and Worn. I know we've definitely got some colors in here that'll match, because I believe that's what that's from. All right, so that's got some blacks in it. That's kind of boring. Let's see, any reds? No. Purples? No. So that is that. We don't want exactly the same. Maybe this one. That one's kind of pretty. Alright, so that one. I really need to find something with some reds. Ooh, that's pretty too. I'll probably save that for something else. It's too pretty. There's some blacks in that. I guess there's not really reds in this. I have a couple of reds over there I can pull from. Doesn't have to have a lot of red. Maybe just one more with some blacks. That's just not super black. Maybe this one. That's not. It's more brown. The blacks in here are actually more brown than black. All right, maybe grab another. I'll grab a different one. I'm sure I have something. Always have something. I know I have this one. I guess this is close. It's still kind of gray, which is, that's not bad. I don't know. It might be fine. Trying not to go super Christmassy. How about... No. Everything I have out is Christmas. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. All right, that's fine. We'll work with what we have. All right, that's enough colors. So these two, let's make this one into 4. Probably just going to use half of it. No. I'm debating how I'm going to do this. I don't want to use that big of a piece. This one I can cut into a square. Right, so I'll fold this into a square. Hopefully. All right, now chop that off. Where's my thingy? And try to use this as small as it is, which might be a little small, but we're going to try. So I can get 4 pieces out of this. They'll be very small, but I'm thinking I'm going to go for it. And then I don't want this one this big, so I'm going to try to cut off some of it. Let's make it even. That'll make it easier. We'll go 8 inches. That would give us a 4-inch. Let's save that. And I'll save that. Okay, there's 2 squares. Okay, and this one we can only get 1 out of, I think. We might as well use it, so 1 out of that. I already have that much. I don't know if I need it, but we'll take it anyway, just in case I do. It would be very small, but that's okay. Not super straight, but I can work with that. They don't really have to be perfectly straight because you cut off most of it. So just need to even this out. So let's go, what is it, 8.5, I assume. Yeah. Go 8.5 on this piece. And then let's go ahead and cut this with this. I hope I can cut this with this. I don't know. We shall find out if it cooperates or not. Just barely. Certain textures just do not, can't tell where that line is. I have more than one line. All right, that's that one. So this looks like to be about a 4.5 inch square. Plenty of squares, hopefully. All right. I don't know if I'll need that. So let's set these right here and try to do this real quick. At the very least, I want some metallic pieces, so let's start with that. And let's try this one for one. Do I want this one or do I want this one? Let me see let's look at my other colors and we'll go from there. Okay, so there's a red, so we'll use that. I don't know why that one looks like that. I cut it funny, but that's okay. And then there's a little bit of red in that. It's more Christmassy red, but a little bit of red in that. Don't like that, it's way too Christmassy. So there's a piece, there's a piece. We have some yellows, some greens. I don't like that green. I like the green, but I don't think it works. So not that green. Maybe this green. Maybe this green. I'm just going to pull some of the ones that I think are feasible. This one I know is going to be too big, unfortunately. So I don't want to use that. Teal I don't think works. Yeah, it's too bright. That one I don't like. This isn't terrible. Does it match any of this? Not too bad. It's not too far off from that. I could probably get away with that. There's some red. This could work for black and really big. I could cut it down more if I could figure out how to fold it. Where is it? Figuring out where it was folded is always a challenge. It's usually just the first one that's... Once you figure out the first one, then you can usually get it to go together. No? Yes. 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 All right, we're going to just try to make it smaller. Let's see if I can. See, I can get that last fold out of it. Which side is the solid edge? There's one side that's going to be open and one side that has to be closed. I think one fold, some folds. Well, neither of them have one fold. How does that work? One fold, some folds. I'm trying to figure out if I can get one fold out of it. I can't. There's no way. There's no way I had one fold. Oh, wait. There it is. Okay, I see it. One fold. Because this has one fold on this edge. There's actually a reason behind the design that works. It makes it work. And I do have a whole video on doing these somewhere. If y'all want it, I can find it and get it linked to you. So there's a smaller one. Okay, that worked. And then maybe I think I can figure this one out. There. There. There and there, I think. That looks right. Get a smaller one out of this one. All right, now we have some black and white with just book pages. That'll work fine. Okay, 2 of those. All right. And then, do I like that green? It's not that pretty. I like that green. I suppose I could take off just that back one. I don't know. I glued them, but I could probably get away with it. Let's see. Let's see if I can get just that back one off. I'm going to glue it to the page, so I don't care if it rips a little bit. There, that's a little bit smaller. All right, we might use that one. Put this back in the pile. Okay, let's cut out some metallic ones. We'll attempt to do it anyway. If I have to, I might use just the 3 on that one or something. We'll see. We'll see. I'll play with it. Okay, so I'll cut squares for that in a second. All right, so fold number 1. So do I have a design? Does it matter? It shouldn't matter. Logically, it shouldn't matter, I don't think. All right, so square, fold to the end. I haven't done these in a while. So now I'm looking at my directions. So now I have open, open, fold, and then I fold up. It's a little harder to work with this paper. Okay, so open, 1, and some. Those are like my fold numbers. So that's how I hold it. And then I fold this over here. Okay. By the way, who did this come from? Did I write it down? I did not. I don't remember. It might have been Natasha with Treasure Books. That is who I'm leaning toward. I know that the original video, I tell you who I got this from, because I saw it on some YouTube, but I don't remember for sure. Okay, so rotate left once. I have no idea how I was holding that. Okay, rotate left once. Some folds, 1 fold, open edges. Okay, that's correct. And then this goes down, goes up to meet the edge. So now it goes like that. And it says flip up and over. Sure. Maybe. Turn it once right. Open edges, 1 fold, some folds. Okay, I'm still correct. Yay. All right, and then you don't have to draw. I used to draw, but you don't really have to. So we're going to keep it somewhat small. I'm going to try to go as small as I can because honestly, I might use this one for the last one. I don't know, we're going to go small. I'm going to see how small this turns out. And you can go deeper on your cut and it changes the shape. I think that's what happened with that red one there. So how big is this? still pretty big. All right, so there's that. Very pretty. So I really need to go smaller. That's going to be a challenge. So I kind of would like the gold to show the most, although I could put one more color on the top, I suppose, and keep that big. We'll try to keep that a little bit bigger. I don't know what I'm doing. Wrong fold. Up and over. My squares aren't perfect, so like I said, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. All right, so fold it up. Open, open, one fold, open. Like I said, I can't do this without a cheat sheet, guys. I guess if you did enough of them, you'd get used to it, just like origami. But I'm definitely not used to it. Open, single fold. Two folds. Okay, yeah, I'm still right. Okay. And then rotate left once. Some folds, open, and one. That's correct. Could have made much smaller squares, but honestly, it's kind of easier to fold if you don't. And then flip up and over and turn it sideways. Go about the same size, hopefully. Okay, there's that one. I could save that paper. Probably got a lot of little pieces in there. I keep trying to fold it in half. I don't know why. Okay, open, over, and I'm trying to think if I want 3 or 4 of these. I might just do 3. So open, over, left, some folds, one fold. No, something's wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't do this part. I'm like, what did I miss? Totally missed something. All right, now one fold, open edges, and 2 folds. Okay. Writing down how many folds are on each side, or if it's open, really helps when you're doing these. It helps a whole lot. I don't know what this looks like. We'll keep it. All right, so we've got our metallic paper. Some pretty little flowery folds. Some are bigger than others, but that's okay. And we have a couple of this size, which I might even make smaller. And where's my other paper? Oh, there it is. So let's do, trying to think what shape I need. Maybe more of these. They're probably my least favorite of the shapes, just as far as appearance goes. I don't know. They're not horrible or nothing, but they're probably my least favorite. We'll just use the coffee paper, I think, for them. So this is too many, so we need 4 out of this, I think. I might only do 3 though. So I was going to do 4, but I don't think I need 4. So there's my 4. That's 4 1/4. Feasible. 4 1/4. those. Let's go ahead and cut this while I have it here. So this was, is this 8? I want to say 8. Yep. Okay, so 4 1/4. 4, 4 1/4, 4. That one must have been 8 1/2. So this one should be 4. Okay. I didn't want to have to fold it if I didn't have to. I think it's 4. If not, it's 4 now. All right, there we go. And we have the black one. This one's smaller. How big is that? Does it look small? It looks small. I can't split that in half. So. I do have a clue. It gets folded because I don't know what half is. Four. All right. Okay. Shapes everywhere. I don't think we need you. I don't think we need 4, so let's do 3. This one's already folded. Is it straight? Kind of. All right, fold, fold, and turn left and a half. Fold over like this. Fold in half, turn left, flip over, turn left, sum 1, open, sum 1, open, okay, and then up, let's see if I get it right. Okay, 1, sum, so you flip it. 1, sum. Okay, so that's how that works. And then it's some kind of a leaf pattern, which I might draw because it's a little more challenging to make a leaf pattern. We're gonna go a little smaller if I can. So it's kind of pointy and then out. Poor pencil. Let's try that. Let's see if it works. It's big. Is it too big? Probably. Probably so. Let's make it a little bit smaller. All right, maybe. So there's that one. Yeah, I don't know. I might just do one of those. I'm not crazy about this shape. It's a little bulky. This is the one we haven't done, so let's do it. Right, so this one, you start with square, half, and then open, fold it this way, and we have top and right, fold it up, okay, and then fold, some folds, and open, okay, flip so that the single fold is on the right, and then we cut that shape. That off top, unfold. Really? There's no way that does that without making some sort of a bump. What? Okay. I don't know. I'm not agreeing with this. I think I'm going to have to cut it different, but we're going to try it. I don't really know. Maybe it's right. It is. It sure didn't look right. All right, there we go. There's that one. All right, one more. So this one's a half. And then a left. And then up to make a triangle. Okay, this is our sum folds. And that goes on the bottom. Right, so fold, open, sum folds. Okay, I'll try to get that about the same size, I hope. Let's see, so about like this, up there. I think I went smaller, but that's okay. If it's smaller, it's smaller. It doesn't really matter. It's a little bit harsh on the curve. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. How much bigger? That is a lot smaller. All right. That's a little too big. We're gonna make this one just a little bit smaller because I went way different. It's hard to figure out the angle. I think once you've done a few, you get a little bit better at it. Figuring out, exactly the shape. All right, that's better. It still went smaller. They're not going to be the same size. That's okay. I don't care. All right. So, is that enough? One more. Let's do one more black one, and we should be good with those. So, half. Fold on top. Fold is on top and right. Okay, that's correct. Triangle. And some folds is on the bottom, and open there, and folds there. And one more cut. Okay. Like I said, you can always draw the line if it's too hard for you to just, wing it. There. All right, I'll save that piece. All right, that's enough of those. I'm going to go with that and see if we have enough to make some stuff. We need some brads. But I'm going to just make a couple smaller ones, and hopefully we can figure out where to put them. And then we'll work on our squares. I was going to make more of green, though. I don't know. I might have enough green. We'll do 3. Gosh, I don't want 2 more. There's a lot of green already, I guess. I don't know. I didn't do the coffee ones either. It's a lot of folding, guys. It takes up a lot of time. Maybe I'll just do the simple ones. I think that last one we did is probably the easiest. But you have to, if you don't alternate, you don't get enough variety. So that's the problem. All right, I gotta do some with this, so or we won't have enough variety. Fold is on the top and the right. Okay. Fold, some folds, no folds. And you can play around with these and change them up. You'd be surprised the different shapes you can get once you kind of get used to what is happening. It's like you kind of start figuring it out. Basically, you always want to cut the open edge and not a folded edge, if that makes sense. And by open, see how this is all, these are all open? These have some folds, and this has one fold. And that's how I know where to cut, because that's the part you want to cut off, is that open part. And you can make your little shape as deep as you want, as pointy as you want. You can make it pointy instead of rounded. You can do lots of things. Okay, there's that. I'm saving these. I'll use them for frames or something later. I'll do one more. And we'll do the green ones maybe more pointy. Maybe we'll try pointy. I'm going to do the same fold because honestly it's an easy fold. And it just makes life a little bit easier. Is that the right way? Let me make sure. Fold on the top, fold on the bottom, fold is on the left, top and right. Okay. That's correct. All right, let's do this one more. Oh, this one's still the coffee. The green I want to do more pointy. We'll do the green more pointy. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so there's 3 coffee ones. Okay. All right, we don't need 4, just 3. 3 is enough, it takes too long. Okay, it's the same fold. So up. The fold is supposed to be on the top. I keep flipping it but not saying anything, so just in case you're wondering. And then the folds are on the top, and on this right, opens are over here. You fold up into a triangle. Then you flip it so that the folded, some folds are on the bottom, the single fold is on the right, and the open is on the top. And now we're going to cut a more of a pointy shape. I'm just going to see what happens. So I'm just going to kind of go to a point, and then I'm going to go to a point and see what that looks like. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So the difference is that same fold, just a slightly different cut. So 1 and 2 and 3 and turn it. We're going to go about there and about there. Okay. One more, and then we'll quit folding stuff. 1, 2, 3. All right. There we go. All right, we got plenty of pieces, I hope. Plenty of pieces to play with. So let's move all that over there. I'm going to use this one. All right. We'll put them together in a few. We're going to cut out our squares so we have the back of our specimen cards. Yes, guess that's what we're going to do. Technically, we are using more prompts than I said. Alright, so let's see, what shall we use that's pretty? I like the music. What do I have? I have some plaid sitting here. My plaid's not horrible. I could probably get all 3 of those out of that. It's just a scrap, but that's okay. Let's see if I can get all 3 of them out of it. Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, easy. Okay. I don't know how square these are, so I'm just going to trace them. If you can hold it in place, that would help. I wrote that number on there because just in case these are not consistent, it will help me line up. Actually, I probably should do the middle too. I'll line that back up. I was just going to measure it and cut it, but that's okay. I'll just trace it. It's just going to be quicker and easier, I think. So this one is 48. We'll just put that on there. Oh, that one's easy to tell. It's these two that were going to confuse me. They should all be the same. They looked like they were. Okay. So there's that. And some of this, I think I will cut with this if I can. Yeah, that'll work. I might go just slightly bigger. Not much. Just in case I need to trim it a little bit. I want to leave room. By doing it on the outside of my piece of paper, then it saves me 2 cuts. So that will do with the ruler. You can just stop and start and do the inside. It is possible to do it that way, but I usually prefer to use my ruler and my blade. But that one's way off, but that's okay. But if you wanted to, you can. So what you do is you line it up and then you lift it so you don't push it down. And then this has a little like line. Do you see that line? That tells you where the blade is. And most of them do. And then you just line up the blade and then you push it down and then you continue to where the blade shows on the line. Okay, and then you lift it up. So you can do it this way. I don't know that it's harder. It's a little harder, I guess, to see the blade exactly, but it's not bad. It's relatively fast. I think you have to be fairly familiar with your trimmer, you know, and where they hit, because, you know, they never hit right. This one's not terrible. It's not great, but... And if I go over on one side, it's not a huge deal. You won't get quite as clean a points, but I think that's about right. I feel like it needs to go that way. I think it's all right. All right. See if I can hold it still. There. All right, so I can do it that way. It's bigger on the bottom. I didn't know it was. Or you can use your ruler and your blade. It's kind of whichever one you want, you know, what works for you. It's sometimes hard to see the corner. But if you miss the corner, you can always go in and clean it up. It's probably better if you let your line go past when you're drawing it, because then you can see it. When you don't let it go past, it's hard to see it next to the ruler. If that makes sense. That one I didn't quite get to the end. So anywhere you missed, like there, so you just take your ruler and you just kind of push down. It's like don't try to slide it, because that never works. Let me see if that's all of them. Oh, that one's still got one. So you should just kind of push down and it usually comes right off. Okay, so those are the options for cutting it out. Personally, I kind of like this one myself, but I will say having that stick out just a little bit does help a lot, because then you can see the point. So if you can't see your point, where to put it, just make sure the line extends. It'll be glued down, so it's not like you're going to see it. And hopefully these kind of match up. They don't have to match exactly. It won't be the end of the world. I feel like that this is faster. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it is. And then, you know, of course you can measure if you really want to get crazy about it. All right, so there we got all of our pieces. Save your little insides, because you could use them for something. Tag or label or something. All right, now we're going to figure out how we're going to put this page together and what we're going to put in our little specimen cards. So we have this one goes with this one goes with this one. Okay, and we need acetate of some sort. You can use packaging, you can use regular acetate, whatever works. It's up to you. You can use vellum. You don't have to use acetate. You can use vellum. I do sometimes like vellum, but sometimes it's too opaque. There's actually a page in here. The sticker book, when you've taken all of the stickers off, save those, because I was going to try to show it to you if I can find it. Oh, I can't see it because it's see-through. But you know what I mean. So there's one in here that did have all the stickers off of it somewhere. I don't know where it is. Is that it? No. Oh, come on. Really? I swear it's there. Oh, no, that's not it. That's my other acetate. It's there. I don't know where it is. It's sticking. I'm sure it's sticking. Come on. I don't think it fell out. I think it's just sticking. But anyway, once you take all your stickers off, save these, because you can use them. There it is. Okay, so there's a piece of acetate. So you can find acetate in lots of places. Packaging, or this is from the stuff that's over a canvas. When you buy a set of canvases, they usually will put a clear sheet over that. If I can get the two smaller ones out of that. And I'll do the bigger one out of that. It's a little bit dirty. I must have cleaned it with an alcohol pad and it's smeared. So I'm going to clean it a little bit better. See if I can get that smear off. I need like a paper towel or something. Let's see if I have a rag that will work. Maybe this one. Better? That's a little bit better. A little bit cleaner. All right. So I like to cut my acetate smaller than the entire thing, because if you cut it the same, then you have to glue the acetate to the acetate. Does that make sense? Actually, I need 2 pieces of acetate. Shoot, I'm gonna need another one. Forget about that. Well, we'll use that for one. So we'll use this one for this one. Can I get 2 out of this one? I think I can. Yeah, I think I can get 2 out of that one. So I need 1 more piece. Is that big enough? I think this is big enough. Yeah, okay, that's big enough. Good. All right, good. I have plenty of acetate. So you need 2 pieces for each one, because if you're going to sandwich it and make it look like that, you don't have to sandwich it. If you're just going to stick it on the page, you could just put the acetate on the outside, because the other part would be glued down. But if you're going to sandwich it and do it like a real specimen card, then you need to. But so, for instance, this one, what I want to do is cut my acetate so that the edge still has a place where I can glue it on the cardboard as well. Because gluing on this acetate doesn't always work perfectly. So I'm going to leave like a little bit of an edge there. And let's see if I can find a marker. So I'm going to cut this one here and about here. And we'll do 2 of those. Once I cut 1, I'll do 2. And this one I'm probably going to use my blade for. You can cut with scissors if you want, or you can probably cut with your slider thing, but I don't, my slider. Stick it on a grid. All right, Effie, get up there. And then I'll cut this one too. I'll just trace it. Stick it on the grid. All right, so I need 1 more that size. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like paper. It won't show, so it doesn't matter, but. Okay. So there. There. But you want to leave a little bit of room for glue on the acetate itself. It does help if you can get a little bit on there. I've had them be too narrow for that to work, but I've got plenty of room. And I use double-sided tape on the acetate because it works best. You can use art glitter and you can use Fabri-Tac. The problem is, once they dry, it does just peel off. It isn't permanent. It won't stay forever. Whereas the double-stick tape tends to stay pretty good. So I usually use some sort of a double stick of tape, whether it's the roll-on type or the peel type, doesn't really matter. But I will put a little bit in this acetate part as well. So there's that one. Let's get these 2. It's hard to see. There. Okay. I'm using that white because it's easier to see the background. So I'm just going to cut it right where it is. I'm not going to even bother with that one side. As long as I have a little bit that I can get regular glue on, I'm good. That's all I care, is that I have just a little bit of room there. So I'll just do that one side there. Hopefully I'm thinking this right, because it's been a while since I did a specimen card. right, there's one. Got one more. See if I can figure out which way, because this says, oh, that's it. Okay. I'm trying to go fairly fast. It's kind of a huge project to get it all done. All right, there's two. And one more. Actually, oh man, it's so close. I could get one out of that. Maybe I will, because I don't want to waste it. It's literally the same material, so I'm not going to waste it. I do need to trim that just a little bit smaller though. It's just a little bit wider than I wanted. Oops, that was really crooked. Okay. Oh well. It doesn't really matter as long as I can see some. Alright, there's that. It's not super crooked. Alright, there's one for that one. We need one more made out of this one. That one side's so crooked. I should straighten it out. I might do that. I don't even know. Let's straighten it out because it's really bad. Yeah, it's like rounded. I don't know. I guess it's not that. It's only bad on that one little corner. I'll just fix it. I think I moved for a second. Can I find the lines? It's so hard to see. It's just because it's a lot of glare here. One. And there it is. Okay. Two. Okay, we're good. Put that back in my extra acetate. And where's my marker? Where's my lid? There it is. Okay, so we need something to go in our little cards. We're going to put the flowers together last because I just want to get these on. I just don't know how I'm going to attach them to the page. I'm leaning toward maybe a long pocket. I would love to be able to make a long pocket out of the flowers, but I don't know if that'll work. All right, does this have a top, bottom? Which number is that? No number, so that means the one without the number. So it's this one. This is the 94, right? Yeah, that's the 94. Not that it probably matters, but just in case it does. I just want to make sure these fit together somewhat okay. Maybe that way. It's really close. I'll trim if I need to. The inside's not too bad. It's only off by a fraction. Debating on cutting that fraction. You don't have to, but we'll just ink it and hope it looks okay. All right, where's my ink? I think I will go with antique linen. I just want it slightly inked. I just don't want the white really showing on the inside. I need a piece of cardboard so I can get that in there easy. Oops, try not to bend it. Gotta hold it down. It's kind of flimsy. It's not super strong, but Okay, that's good. I'll do both sides. Why not? Always remember, hold it down better than I just did because it sure will bend. But once we glue it, I think we'll be fine. Shouldn't matter. All right, there's that one's inked. Let's ink this one a little bit. This is cardstock, so this is thicker. This feels like about, ooh, I would guess about at least 85 pound. I had to guess. All right, so there's that. Let's ink this one. Am I getting my plastics confused? Where's the other one? I have no idea, guys. They'll probably all fit. It really probably doesn't matter. There's one. I see one. I see one. Oh, there's the other one. I'm losing all my pieces because they're so see-through. I can't see them. All right. Let's ink this. I just don't want real harsh edges. I like the antique linen when it's, you know, it's not a really dark item. It's not quite as strong as, say, the vintage photo is. Yeah, I got all that one. Okay. But because I wasn't absolutely super careful measuring this, it's a little of this white will most likely peek through. Okay, there's that one. Y'all still with me? Everybody's so quiet tonight. Effie, y'all guys are quiet. All my viewers and you are super quiet. They're just watching. Either that or they fell asleep on me. We're going to hope they're just watching. You're not sleeping, are you, Effie? Did you fall asleep? I know. It's hard, isn't it? You got all these sounds of paper cutting and all of that. It's like those ASMR videos that I watch, right? I know. They put you to sleep. You just sit there and you're like, oh. Happens to me all the time. I think that is enough inking. And get that out of the way. There's my double-sided tape. There it is. I think we'll use, oh, that's too thin. So I thought this was 1/8. It was a free gift from scrapbook.com with one of my orders, and I thought it was 1/8, and I didn't realize it's 1/4. It doesn't look like 1/4 to me. It looks so small. So I ordered another one, and I ordered 1/8. 1/8 is tiny. It's like teeny, teeny, tiny. So now I have this really teeny, tiny one, which does come in handy for some things, but for most things I needed the, I guess, 1/4. All right, so what are we going to put in our little cards? So we need to find our acetate, and we're going to have to find something to set this on so we can see it. Let's see, how about, I'm trying to think what color would work best. Will white work? See, white doesn't work so good. I don't know. I don't know that any color is going to work good because it's just one of those things you can't see through very well. All right, we're going to try just a white background. I need to be able to see it some. It's not terrible. All right, and then we need our things. So we didn't really get any answers on what we're putting in them. So I know there are a lot of mushrooms in this, so we'll do some with mushrooms for sure. And there's some really pretty mushrooms in this one that I think will fit. That one's pretty. I might use that one. I like that one. And then maybe a a dragonfly if we can find, or maybe, I don't know if I have a lot of dragonflies in there. I don't have a lot of dragonflies, which makes me sad because that's probably my favorite insect. Okay, so I'm doing this to where it's in between. Now, if you have pressed flowers and things like that, you can always do that too. I don't have any right now. I used them all in my homemade papers, so I don't have any. So I'm just going to use a sticker. And as long as it's a clear sticker, it should be fine. The washi tapes, not so much, but the clear ones aren't bad. These happen to be clear, so I think they'll be okay. I do want to see if that frame is exact, so I don't get it out of the center. So I'm going to put this on here, try to get where it's supposed to be. Maybe I should draw lines. Oh, I don't know. No. Maybe I should just stick it first. You know what? Maybe we'll stick it first. No, because that's not going to help me at all. Oh, I could stick it to this first. That'll help me. Okay, so we got our background. Let's make sure that we're the right way. I don't know that these have thicker sides. I don't think they do. Let's see if it looks the same. I felt like it did. It's really close. I'm going to try to line up the inside so I can trim the outside. Let me turn it and see if it looks any better. Because they may or may not be square. It's a little bit better. Luckily I used this plaid that can go any direction. That seems to be the closest. Let's do that direction. So that means that I'm going to write, where's my pencil? I lost it. There it is. Okay. I'm going to make a T for top because this has what I consider a direction. I think I like the word on the top. I don't know. Gosh, guys, it kind of looks sideways, doesn't it? It's got that treble cloth on. Oh, maybe we'll put that on the side. All right. This is my top. Well, then the thread's on the right bottom. I guess the right bottom makes sense. Okay, we'll put the thread on the right bottom. So we'll make that the top. I'm going to write the whole word. All right. So that's going to be my top. So we're going to start with this, and we're going to go ahead and tape it down, hopefully. I got plenty of, let me make sure I have plenty of room. Yes, okay. Plenty of room for my double stick tape. Okay. And you don't really have to go around the entire thing. It's not absolutely necessary. But I'm just going to put a little bit there. I'm trying to stay toward the inside. A little bit there. I can still read that top, so I think I'm okay. Love to be able to measure this right, but it sticks to my fingers so bad. My fingers are very dry, so I'm trying not to overlap my other one so I can peel it. Remember that if you're using this. If you overlap, then you can't peel it off. Alright, so I'm just going to put some on each side. And could you get away with just using the double stick tape and nothing else? Probably so. It would probably hold just fine. But I do a lot of times put just a little bit of glue on the edge. That way I don't have to use all double stick tape because that's more expensive than the glue. But you want to make sure that's down good first. Get it peeled. Alright, so peel. Peel. I'm not going to be able to tell which is the top after I do this, am I? I can tell now because I wrote it, but once I cover it up with the other piece, I don't know how that'll work. Alright, so there's that. Let's see if I can get it in the right spot. Like I said, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. That's why I give myself a lot of leeway. Then, so this is my bottom with my acetate, okay? With lots of fuzz. ideally try to keep it clean, but you know, when you got a house full of cats, I'm gonna try to wipe it on my shirt. See if I can clean it. It's a little bit. I can't see it unless it's angled. There's. I guess it's probably a. I think it's a scratch. Oh well, it's an old specimen. So that's my top. So I'm at least going to put my mushroom in the right direction. I guess that's tall is the top, right? That makes sense. So if I put my mushroom in the right direction, I should be good. So you want it to face up from the back. Does that make sense? So we're just going to stick this on here. I'm going to try and get it in the right spot the first try. That's the goal. All right, so there's that. And then, so at this point, I need my other piece of acetate. Where's it at? Make sure that fits where it wants to fit. Looks good. Okay. Oh, I feel like it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we'll do it that way. More double stick tape. So, same thing, run that around there. Because we want this to stick to this acetate. At least this is how I do it. I don't know if there's a better way or not. I really don't know. This is how I've been doing it. It seems to work okay. Gosh, this is taking way longer than I thought, guys. Way longer. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I can't, there's no way I can go past 11. Wow. So much longer. Oh, that is really long. Too much. There. Okay. What shall I do? What on earth shall I do? It wasn't supposed to take this long. What is today? Today's Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday. I can make it a two-part. I might end up not. Maybe just making. I don't know. Gosh, I don't know, guys. It's taking too long. I didn't think it would take that long, honestly. I didn't remember how long specimen cards took. All right, so that is the green. So we want, is this have a number? Nope, no number. Okay, so this was the one without the number. So this one, that's my top. And then you just want to line them up. Now, you could put, like I said, it's already got some sticky there. Does it really need, oh, I need my acetate first. Gosh, I almost did it wrong. Did I put the acetate down? I'm losing my brain. I didn't, right? No. Okay. So I want my acetate. I have a piece here somewhere. So I got two over here. Okay, they're there. Whew. Scared me. So acetate, now it's sandwiched. Okay, it's a lot of steps. Then I'm going to put glue because it's just easier on the outside where the acetate is not. You could use acetate. You could keep using the double stick tape if you want. It's up to you, but you don't have to. And then I'm going to try to line up that center. I want the outside too, but the center is a little more important because I could trim the outside. And then push it down and see if I can get it to stick. It's popping up. Okay, why is it popping up? Hold on. The glue is... I'm pretty sure I'm on the edge of that acetate. It should be okay. As long as you're paper to paper and not on top of the acetate, it should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Scare me. Is it sticking? Oh, it's not. Guys, why is it not? I bet you I'm just too close. All right, if I'm too close, is it not going to stick? I might be too close. All right, scratch that. We're going to use double stick tape. I didn't want to, but I guess I'm going to. So I went a little too close and it couldn't grab enough paper. So that's fine. I can use the double stick tape. This time I'm going closer to the outside. It's like 3 layers of tape. It's a lot of tape. Like I said, can you get away with just using glue? You can, but I did a test and it will peel off. It absolutely will. About there. Go up to the edge of that one. Too much. There. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know what to do. I may just do one specimen card for now, and I may end up doing the rest off screen. I can't. I can't. The video will never upload if I go past an hour or past 2 hours. It just won't. So I could do it in 2 parts, but then I'd have to jump back on tomorrow, and I really didn't want to do that. The family doesn't really want me to. So, all right, top. Try this again. Now this you really only get one shot at. The double stick, once it's down, it is pretty much, it doesn't, it's very hard. Trying to land inside. There. Okay. Now I know this will stick. So crooked. So crooked. Oh my God. Do I fix it? Can it peel apart? I don't know if it will. I don't think it will. Yeah, no. Once it's down, it's down. We're just going to trim it. And it's going to be slightly crooked. Get that string out of my way. I don't want to cut my threads off because I like them. But it is a little bit crooked. Oh well. Better. Okay, there's our specimen card. Very cute. I do like the specimen card. We may only do one because I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to do one and do the rest off. I'll do one flower, one specimen card, and then I'll add more and take a picture. I don't know how else to do it. It's took way too long. So long. So we're gonna do, I'm just gonna peel off. I gotta grab another brad. I don't want this one to be this wide. There. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put like a, what if I, do you think I could make a belly band out of these, or a tuck out of these? I don't know if they'd work for a tuck. I don't think they're strong enough. I just don't. I don't think they're going to be strong enough. Almost, but if I put several in a row, I think I need a piece of paper to make a tuck. Okay, so let's grab a piece of paper. Did I use this? No, I don't like that. Let's see. What else do I have? Not a good plaid. It's kind of snowflakey. Probably not the best. I think I have some woods and stuff. Let's see. What do we got in this one? This is winterberry. That's not terrible. That's our back color. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I think I can make That's just an edge band with this. So think about here. Where's my line? Okay, line. I know I just drew you. Where'd you go? I totally cannot see it. Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. Where is it? Oh, it's there. It's just, gosh, it's so light. All right, marker. There. Now I can see it. All right, so we're going to chop off that little piece. That there, and then we'll make two, not super deep because I don't want to, how far in? Let's go let's go 1 3/4 inches. See how that does. Cutting on my book, it's not the best thing in the world to do, but it's all right. We'll make it work. 1 3/4 inches. I'm thinking that'll be enough. All right, I'm gonna do that and that, and I don't think there's a top or bottom to that. It kind of looks the same either way. All right, so I hope this works. I don't really know. I didn't want to do a belly band because I don't want to cover the whole thing. You know, if you cover the center, it really kind of takes away from it. So let's see if I can get this on here somewhat straight. Okay, so belly band, kind of, or side, I guess a side tuck is what we'll call that. Side tuck, let's do this side, it looks raggedier. Okay. If I was recording a video and not live, I would just stop and edit. Take out the long, boring parts, but I can't do that when I'm live. It doesn't work the same, so it is what it is. This page is very thick because of all that stuff on the other side. I think it'll be all right. All right, so there's that. Where's my specimen card? So these will go in like this, okay? If I can get it to lift. All right, so they'll go like that. I'm going to do 2 on this side, 1 on this side, and then I want the flowers. I'm thinking I'm just gonna maybe have them, if I did 1, what if I put them right in the middle? That might be good. I'll just do 2. I'll do a flower there. I need 1 more. Could I just use this one? I want to use my metallics though. Oh, I have to make one. Okay. Where's those brads? We're going to do this. I want to get at least 1 done. I feel so bad, guys. My plan did not go as planned. Brads. Alright. I'm going to take a few out because I'll probably sit here and continue, but I might try to continue a little bit. I went a little over an hour the other day, and it took me 4 hours to upload it. I mean, a little over 2 hours. It took me 4 hours to upload a 2-hour live. So, long time. All right, so there's this. We got this coffee dye papers. We've got this green stuff. Let's too bad. The spikes show a little bit. Where's another color? Where's that black? There's a black piece. Turn it sideways. That's not too bad. I feel like it needs something in the middle. The brad will be in the middle, but maybe a little bit of red. Let's see if I can get a red one that's... You can just also just cut a piece. So we're gonna wing it and cut a circle. Well, kind of a circle. We're not... Oh my gosh, I got sticky on my scissors. Oh no. How did I manage that? I don't even know. I managed that. I picked up one of those pieces somehow. I don't even remember cutting any of it. Oh, I trimmed it, didn't I? That's why. Okay. All right, now I remember. All right, let's see if I can cut a circle out of this. Kind of, sort of. We're going to try to cut a circle. It's going to be the worst circle in the world, but it'll be my circle and it'll be okay. All right, there's a circle. Just a little bit of red. Okay. And then my brad. So for that, we need our big bite. And I need to put my glue. You can glue these. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does help a little bit to keep them centered. So we're going to try that, and then this is so close to the same size. Is the other one smaller or bigger? Slightly bigger. All right, hold on. It's too big. I gotta cut it just a teeny bit smaller. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put glue there, and then the next size is this one. And you can ink these and stuff too. I'm not gonna bother right now. And then you just try to match up the point. And then the point. Do the right side. Doesn't matter, I gotta have glue in both spaces, but that's not what I wanted there. I wanted this. Glue. I'm only putting a teeny, teeny, teeny bit of glue because it's just to hold it in place until I stick a brad in it. Well, hit it with the crocodile. This one goes this way. And then that one goes like that. So, and you can play with turning them to wherever you want. The trick is getting the middle. At least kind of close to the middle. Stay down. It's not, it didn't stick. Okay. And we want our little bit of a red, just because. There. Okay. If I had another flower handy, I would have used that, but I don't have a handy flower. All right, big bite. This is our big bite. I'm using it because I can get the depth, although I might be able to get that much depth out of the other one. I know I can get it out of this one. And put it on the smallest hole, which is the 1/8, I think. Try to find your middle. You might have to mark it so you can see it. I think I can see it. Hopefully I can see it. And then you just get your little hole in there. And then grab your brad. Brad serves some function of keeping it together, but honestly, it mostly just, it looks pretty. If I can get it in there and open it. My fingers aren't working. Okay, there. So there's our little flower for today. So those colors look much better. So I think what I'll do is I'll put that there. I'm gonna make another one of those. How much time? Oh my God. I can't make more specimen cards though. There's no way I'm getting more specimen cards done. So I will do some more off camera and we'll add 2 more. It's done the same exact way. I'll pick some designs. Not a big deal. I like this color okay, but I want metallic behind it. So I'm gonna pull off the leaf. Grab a metallic. Where'd it go? Where are my metallics? They're all upside down. I can't see them. There. Grab a metallic. Just a little bit of glue on there, maybe. Let's see if I can get it on this brad without poking a hole. I'm going to try not to use the crocodile. Sometimes you can just poke it without the crocodile, but all depends on your material. There. That's not too bad. Okay, that works. And then that's all I'm going to do for that. And then, like I said, I will add more so that I can finish this up and it looks complete. Because it's close to being complete. I've got the metallic. I've got the framed. What was the third thing? Texture. There's lots of textures in these papers, in the brad, and stuff like that. The thread on this has some texture. It's not a lot of texture, but it's enough. A little bit of texture there. So, and we've got specimen card too. So it'll be more. But once I finish, we'll have another one here. Okay. I'm sorry I didn't finish it. This is a first. And then I think I'll just do this one. I don't know. Maybe I'll make one more flower. So I'll put one there and one there. Okay? So that's what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I tried so hard. I really did. I tried. It just took too long. Alright, so like I said, if I wasn't live, it wouldn't be a problem, but I am live. So, alright, so that's how it's going to look. We'll have something in these two specimen cards, and we'll have one more flower here. And we'll just throw that one there. I'm going to do these colors, I think. I like them better. Alright, I don't know if y'all are even still here. Everybody's so quiet. Alright, Effie, we gave it a shot. We didn't quite finish. We're going to finish off camera, and I will take pictures and show y'all. And hopefully it'll be okay. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, I will not be back until after the holiday. So, I assume y'all know that, but just in case. Because today is the 22nd. So, I will be back on Wednesday the 27th. Okay, so long time. Y'all make sure you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. Okay, and I will see you later. Y'all take care. All right, bye-bye.